You press whip it. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With me tonight we got Comet Don, Custom Cannon, and Harker Custom.
Yeah.
Welcome, my friends. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing all right. Pretty good. Not too bad today.
I am
reference images you sent me.
I'm doing really good. I don't really have much to complain about. You ever been to a Ruth Chris Steakhouse?
I have not. I've heard about them. I heard they're pretty good.
My steak came out dry.
Oh, that's ugly.
Oh no!
My wife's steak came out perfect.
What? How did
you
you
one
order?
of the best tasting steaks I've ever put in my mouth. But mine was dry, and I have this egregiously nasty habit of never sending anything back because I value my sanity. And I feel like it's $69 for the steak. I probably should have sent it back.
What kind of steak and how did you order it?
It was a ribeye.
Ribeye, and how did you order it?
Oh, medium.
Yeah, that's right.
Medium. Medium. I'm gonna start ordering medium rare because they tend to always get a little too.
I mean, they would have had to not know how to cook it if you ordered it medium and
it came in dry.
Came in dry. Usually, I order medium and I let it rest, and it still stays nice and juicy, and it's good.
You know,
2813's here in the house. What evening, fellas?
Good evening.
And Jeffrey Torres, how you doing?
You know, I find it to be a cardinal sin if the cook cuts the steak to test to see its doneness, and it came cut.
What?
Yep.
That's one of the reasons it was so dry.
It came cut.
Oh my God! Did they cut with the grain or against?
Right, in half.
In half?
Yep.
That's not right. That's something. That's a little weird.
There's where the dryness came.
Jeffrey Torres, this is the blue I used on Havoc, Tamiya X4 Blue.
I would have had to send it back.
Yeah. Well, I don't ever go to steakhouses anymore. I just go buy a steak and throw it on the grill.
Well, okay, I used to do that. However, since 2023, it is the same price to go to my grocery store, buy 2 steaks, or go to Texas Roadhouse and buy 2 bone-in ribeyes.
You go to Food Line, and you go the day to put like manager specials on. And you can get them half price.
Last 2 times that we went to the grocery store and bought steaks, they were almost $20 a piece.
If you catch the manager specials, you can get a beautiful ribeye for like $12. Darth's here. Party on, gentlemen. Party on, Darth. Before I became vegan, I would order my steaks medium rare.
That's how I order.
Darth. Victoria's, that's the blue you used. Okay, got it. Still making a Havoc figure, except I'm using the new 52 Aquaman head. Better head sculpt, in my opinion, and I already own that head. Well, cool. And somebody's got some roar in the background or something.
I can hear it, but I don't think it's me.
Yeah, I can hear it too. I don't have any fans or anything going.
It's coming from Canon for some reason.
If I mute myself, does it go away?
It did. I muted you and turned it back on, and as soon as I muted you, it went away, and I turned it right back on. So, I don't know.
How about now?
It's still there, but quieter.
Can you hear me now?
They did an update to my headset drivers. So needs to change something. I'll just mute myself.
Yeah, you're all right. It's not that. It's not annoying. It's just it sounds like almost like water running.
Look. My wife is not a car person, but I hear her in there cussing that new electric Mustang. Have y'all seen that thing?
No. What's the range on it? 40 miles? Because in order for it to compete, I mean,
if it can compete, that thing is ugly as sin.
Well, the electric Mustang is like it looks like an SUV.
It's like the Mustang 2 of the 2000s.
Some of them, like Teslas are pretty quick, but they're, built like, first year Kias, back when they just came to the U.S.
The problem with any EV is fine if you live in the city. If you live in a rural area, you're screwed. But there's not many charging stations in the rural areas. And of course, that's what they want. They don't want you to be able to travel.
So the Legion's Con, I went down there.
They're trying to push in a thing now where making it mandatory by 2026, where the manufacturers have to put a kill switch in for the government in every car manufactured. So the government can kill your car anytime they want to.
So at Legion's Con, I went down there and I got the both the exclusives. The Walter 2-pack comes with a bag of hands. And I went in there, I was going to count them and lay them out and count them before I came on to tell you guys what it was, but I forgot how many it were. I think it's like 6 sets of hands for the astronaut, the spacesuit. No hands for the skeleton guy.
No hands for me. I just keep dropping shit.
You got every kind of hand you could possibly want.
Can you get them all handsy?
He is handsy, man.
So they're handsy?
I got a bunch of heads. I got to get to work. I always want to just work on the stuff you want to work on,
What you working on, Tanner?
I'm figuring I work on that demon head. Just sent me those references up.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, sir.
I haven't got a place to send
Cobra yet?
Cobra yet. So
name of held, Canon's contact information should be in the description down below, so we can get that sent out to you. Yeah, feel free to have artistic license on this thing. It's like it's just kind of styles I was thinking about with what I sent you for references.
Mm-hmm.
I originally drew that thing when I was young, and the original head I drew was terrible.
The only difference I'll add in there is a long flowing mullet.
None of the references I sent had hair, so.
Long flowing mullet is what I'll add.
That one looks like it kind of has a little mohawk.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
I can do the mohawk.
We can ignore the mohawk one. I was planning on using the Caliban body for this. good size. Nope. We got some. Oh, different orders might be the wind. I'm thinking about making a custom shredder using a blue robot character from Fortnite and TMT CGI movie shredder. That's my own take on shredder, by the way. Those are some of the fun ones. Just a artistic license. Do what you want. Question: would MCU Disney Plus Hawkeye legs fit onto Ghost Rider, or would the legs be too thin? He's got some thin legs. That body does.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I take that back. He's got good legs. Those legs are good. I have them on this figure here that I'm going to turn into Rafferty. I was thinking about the legs I put on the Hawkeye body. Those are thin legs. Those are the long shot legs. These are the Rafferty legs. Those can work. They're good looking set of legs.
Huh, bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that's what you said. Started watching that Peacock series, Mrs. Davis, where the AI basically controls the world. Well, it's the first episode tonight. Not bad. Weird. A lot of blood. Gore.
Oh, really? I like that. What is it called?
Mrs. Davis. It's starts out like a medieval times, the Knights Templar type thing. They're burning up burning Templars at the stake for heresy, and the king is looking for the Holy Grail. Then it skipped over to the present time. Guys, it's like a ship on a deserted island, and looking to get he gets saved, and the ships are using like these earbuds, and AI is like basically taking over the world. Everybody's fine with it. They're basically like automatons for her to use. Yeah.
Ooh. I can't get over how good this guy looks.
Turned out great.
Which guy?
Did you paint that?
No, Mr. Stringer did. I sent it to a friend of mine.
Oh.
He painted it up for me. I also painted up the this other Iron Man right here. He's blood, ink, and something.
Alright, cool. Because I already own the Ghost Rider figure. Got it on sale during the holidays years ago, and thought it might be a cool body to mod. Nemo Held said he'd be sending the info to you, Cannon.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I meant to get back to you on that. I'll contact you after the stream on that, Torres. What up, family? Bummed I missed the top 10 most wanted Marvel Legends, but I watched the replay. Sweet. We got an F word.
Family.
It's the F word.
The guy that painted these two, and all the heads, it is Blood and Ink Creations Customs.
Blood and Ink
Blood and Ink Custom Creations. Blood and Ink Custom Creations.
Would you do some work trade with him or what?
Yeah, I've made quite a bit of stuff for him over our friendship. He's been a big proponent of, instead of giving up, he's like, well, just make me this, and he kept me busy and working with it, and pretty helpful. I've made him a Sabretooth, a Green Goblin. The last Mario that I did, that overalls, I sent that to him.
Oh, sure.
He just sent me the Luigi to put overalls on, so I like these shoes. So excited to do that. Yeah, he's a big part of why I'm still sewing.
Well, it's good to have friends that encourage you to.
Yeah, it's the first two figures he's ever painted, like whole figures. Usually he does like heads and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, I just can't get over this.
Yeah, stealth extremis, right?
Yeah. I mean, all the little highlights and the red, and I ain't never. The reds are all super glossy.
Nope.
We put effort.
We got a request for you go on solo view to show those Iron Men. Do a close-up view on that one. That looks so damn good. Both of them look fantastic.
Yeah, he killed it.
I love the gold he used on that Iron Man. It's like do you do like a translucency to it, and had the original color shining through, or?
I don't know what he did. We have a strict hands-off relationship.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, this is what I want. This is about what it looks like. And he says, hey, this is what I want. This is about what it looks like.
They turned out fantastic.
They really did. Absolutely some of the best stuff he's ever done.
And Oro 37, nice.
Yeah, let him know he took it to Town. Stuff like that.
Tweet. There. I pulled this out of my work in progress box. The Jonah Hex figure I started piecing together.
No, but I told him, he's like, I don't know, paint rub, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, they're mainly going in the Hall of Armor, so it's not like that I play with my toys anyway. Not really.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep work if you're going to be posing the hell out of them, but you know, if you don't have to do a lot of prep work and you're gonna keep them pretty vanilla, then it's pretty straightforward. But I'm a stickler for all that stuff, man. I always got to prep the living crap out of everything I do.
Well, we had a discussion about the prep work, and when you get like you sand the joints down too much, they look a little gappy. And I told him I would prefer, not moving it versus it being a little gappy.
Yeah, I mean that's people's prerogative. I mean they're make the person happy. Worked on my loop. I have the boots off right now because I'm gonna put the swivel on them. But I did a matted out the chest. I did a translucent brown on it to match the face, and also give it some shading. But I also, made sure it can now move a lot, like a whole lot. And I, of course, painted in there. Looks a whole hell of a lot better.
I got 3 more figures to paint, and he requested that I send them to him. And I hate to impose on him like that, but the things look really, really good.
Well, if he's telling you to send
it, I know, but I don't want to put too much.
Well, what you do is
I don't want the relationship to be one-sided.
Hey man, no rush whatsoever. You got something else going on. Anything at all. Let that be your priority. Just pick these up whenever you feel like.
Get this back here done for this weekend. This is for my buddy Brian. And I got your shirt that he picked up for you, Cannon, and about ready to ship out. I was going to throw a couple things in the box at Torso for Sculpt. And I love how those shirts turned out with the vinyl instead of being direct garment printing. The vinyl's so crisp.
It looks really nice.
I do have to work tomorrow, so tonight's going to be a short night, guys. I probably should have took it off, but I don't know. It feels weird to take off work when I don't want to.
Darth is asking you, Don, what is that red tattoo on your forearm?
Oh, that's there was a little game, you may have heard of it, called World of Warcraft. And I played it for like 10 years. And one of the very last expansions that I played was Mists of Pandaria. And they had a bunch of pandas come in, and as a race, this was their version of the horde symbol.
Oh, nice.
Did I ever play as a Pandaren? No.
Oh, and Jeffrey was wanting to see the Jonah Hicks. I've been piecing together. I got the DCUC Jonah Hicks head, drilled and fit it to an Old Man Logan body. And the legs, to make the Logan taller, you can grab the Netflix, you can crack the hips on both the Old Man Logan and the Netflix Luke Cage. Put those legs, Netflix Luke Cage legs on here to make them taller. I was looking to just pop these Corsair hands on last night just for trigger hands. Let's see what it looked like. Threw the whole Corsair's gun on there. But I think the recipe is pretty good there. I like it. I love that coat for Jonah Hex. Paint it up gray and weather. Originally I was thinking it was going to need longer forearms, but I think they're going to be fine. Wolverine's proportions are kind of stumpy. Thought maybe his arms are going to be too short, but I think it's going to work out okay.
While over at the con, I ran into Dan Larson and Nerd Zoic.
Oh, nice.
And on the first day, on the second day, when I ran into them again, they both remembered me and spoke to me. Nerd Zoic spoke to me extensively, but Mr. Larson was pretty busy. I think he was trying to schmooze a little from a guy. So, I think they were really good people. Really nice guys.
We'll probably keep the red shirt.
Yeah.
Redo his pants in gray.
Also,
I haven't met Larson in person before, but met a few other big YouTubers on.
I met the owner of Crashbot Customs, Mr. Pinkerton. And I'll tell you right now, he is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He, having genuine conversations where he was actually interested in, like, where I was from. He knew, I told him, he's like, where are you coming in from? I was like, Pennsylvania. And he's like, you don't sound like you're from Pennsylvania. So he was super cool.
Did he ask you to say water?
No, he's from Alabama, so
Yeah,
you know.
It's almost tempting. I realized, like, you know what a shipwreck body would actually be good for? To make Spike from Transformers. Let's see.
I thought you were going to go with village people.
That would, well, you got the construction, and you got the sailor, then the, hey, you get the village. Yeah, those are Netflix Luke Cage legs on that Jeffrey. They'll be doing any DC Western characters, Batlash. Just Jonah Hex so far.
Who was that carrot guy, the rabbit guy that McFarlane was showing?
Captain Carrot.
Did you say Captain Carrot?
It's like a Superman, right? From a different multiverse?
Something like that, I believe.
No, thank you.
It's probably their best Superman, if that's the case. Womp womp.
Superman they showed looks horrible. We're
Oh,
doing Return of
Really
Superman
bad.
using the Dark Knight Returns body, and they made him like powder blue costume.
I'm very interested to see their crypto. I bet you it's just a statue, though.
Probably. Return of Superman never wore light powder blue. When he had the long hair, he did not wear powder blue. He wore dark blue. Or like a medium blue.
It's Todd. He doesn't care.
No, you don't care. The body is completely wrong. The body can almost make sense if the suit was the right color. After he came back from the dead, his powers went out of control when he just kept absorbing too much power, and he grew to the size of the Hulk. The parasite actually siphoned that out of him, and that's why when the mutated-looking parasite came from, he pulled all that excess power out of the Superman and permanently mutated the parasite. But no, he don't know that, because Todd does not do any research. Grant Morrison created Captain Carrot. Cool.
Really? I don't know. Still, no, thank you.
Oh yeah, shipwreck for Leon's a really good idea.
That is a very cool idea.
Because I'm about to start working on a Jill pretty soon. Well, at least I'm putting together the parts right now. We decided to use the other clips that I have for the pants.
For my Corsair Jojo custom, using the head, I grabbed one of the roadblock vests, I cut it. When I glue it back, I'll leave it. I'm not going to glue it to piston. I'm just going to reglue the belt where it's still split.
If you're going to do that, you better put hair on it, Jeff.
Yeah.
Dude. If he's going to have that mustache and you're going to put a vest on him, he needs hair on that chest.
I'm not putting that much effort in.
Man.
I hear that filler putty does good hair.
Oh, that is a roadblock. Not roadblock. Gung Ho from G.I. Joe Classified. This is before I took the tattoo off. This has actually got roadblock butterfly joints, because I use the butterfly joints off this on the Amazon exclusive roadblock when I made my custom slaughter back before they made slaughter.
So I went and found this for filler putty. I hope it works.
Oh, what's
Go
that?
ahead.
What brand's that?
Mr. Hobby. Mr.
Uh-huh.
Hobby.
Yeah, let me know how that works. I haven't got any of that yet.
And I decided to go with the right leg.
Well, I can tell you that I absolutely hate Citadels, and Tammy it dries up real easily on the cap. So you gotta, well, it just dries up fast in general. So by the time you're a quarter of the way done with the tube, it's fully dried up.
Different use
Citadel is just awful.
Well, unfortunately, that's it. It's 9:30.
I'm getting outnumbered as like Victor soon. Even hair on the chest.
Yep. Telling you.
You get some good rest, sir.
You have a good night. Nice. You had a long weekend.
Yeah, it's 2 nights away from the house.
Everybody
Always
says,
fun.
man, hair on the chest, especially with that stash.
I'll see you guys in the next one.
Everybody says.
All right, take care, man.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. I guess I could use. I've got some of this. These I made for the forearms and prime, but I can use one of these patches here. These are extra. Alright. I'll put hair on this chest.
Yeah. That carpet.
What y'all make me do?
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody asked earlier, was like, "What's Kenan's working on?" He's doing me a favor, working on one of my original characters. It's like a demon-looking character on a big hulking. I want to use the Caliban to be like one of my original characters. I sent him some references, and I'm letting him creative license to make a cool-looking demon demonic looking head. That's a weird thing to use. Everybody's having a good time.
Didn't you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently
It's all right.
my mute button on my microphone is not working.
It's all right.
It's good to know that now.
Has the other quote unquote excitement slowed down in that area where you're at?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I think they put it all in a box, so to speak.
Oh, I got used to the white noise.
Yeah.
I can hear the music now, though.
Oh, I don't remember why I hate doing these blue Batman capes so much, because running these mid wires through it takes forever. I got to sit there and twist the wires all the way through, because the cape part is real it, like when they're when it's touching it's like real sticky. Doesn't want to cooperate. Makes it real fun. Doing a huge trade with somebody. A lot of Joes, a lot of fodder.
How's that? Has it reduced the noise?
Oh, we got used to the white noise. I actually enjoyed it.
I mean,
We can still hear it, though. This time.
you can still hear it though.
Quieter. It is definitely quieter, but it doesn't bother me none.
Might make me fall asleep, but
How about now? Does that change it any?
No.
nope.
When I send out the update for my microphone drivers, they mess something up.
Yeah, let's see, I traded MDLX Nemesis Prime, a Mezco JL Aquaman that I literally had sitting on my shelf for 3 to 4 years. A Night Monkey, Mezco Night Monkey Spider-Man that I had sitting on my shelf for probably a good 2.5 years. And 4 capes that I'm making. Let me see what all I got. I got quite a bit of stuff. I got 2 different Cosmic Legions. And got 2 Crimson Bats, and it has those added custom plates. Got a Kamakura, 2 Python Officers, 2 big things of Valaverse weapons, and 2 sets of Steel Corp packs, as well as some hands for the actually another Mythic Legion, so 3 Cosmic Legions. I mean, hand pack for some of those Cosmic Legions. Another Rock and Roll figure, Tiger Force Dusty, and an Outback, as well as a mainline Destro. You know, using a lot of those for fodder.
Oh, and Thorough 37, those are water slides I made for my arm hair for my Prime Customs. And this will work for giving him chest hair.
Thanks, Thorough. That's what I do for a living. Oh, this is what I decided on for my cover girl, by the way. Here, let me set up the autofocus. I think you'll like this one. I haven't like hit the hair with the heat yet.
Oh, nice. On the blonde root.
Yeah. I gotta paint the neck and the chest a little bit, darken it. But that is I wanted to go with the very, like, I don't know, the more makeup style look, and the platinum blonde style, the hair from the newest Emma Frost. That's the 3-pack Electra head with the the neck is long because it's not pushed all the way down right now. It's supposed to be down to about right there, because I haven't heated it up to get the hair to where it should be, because right now it's pushing against it. I have the hair like split like this. I just got to heat it up to get it, because right now it sits like this. I got to heat it up to where it'll like lay down properly. Yeah, 3-pack Electra, and this Emma Frost hair. Getting the most out of those Emma Frosts that went for $750.
Yep.
That, and because her forehead is a little shorter, she doesn't have that 5 head. I wanted I definitely wanted some hair that stuck up a little higher, so it didn't look like she had like some like flat head. Move this. All blown out. There we go. Go ahead. Do this, heat that up, and put that on.
I've not been real accurate with it since only a little bit of the hair, so chest is going to be visible through the vest. So yeah, a little wiggle room.
I never know, man. You might want to take that vest off on occasion. Get yourself a cover girl head like this. She might be like, Operative Corsair. What's going on? I see you got that rug.
Oh,
And that mustache. Leave the headband on.
Got weird.
I want you in nothing but socks and a headband.
starting to soften up now. But for water slide decals, you really got to have this microsol, microset stuff.
In case the music would be really appropriate.
Music appropriate to the southern
And the socks and the headband.
Let's go up on the Chuck Norris would be proud of that hairy chest. Insert Chuck Norris strokes. Laying down good now. Glasses on. Sure. A little bit more in a moment. Yeah, it's laying good now. That's the only way you could. That microsol is the only way to get the water slides to lay on curved surfaces. Yep, that's looking good. Now we need a little more.
Always have the habit of messing with it too much. Then I'll move it around and mess it up.
Oh, I've done that quite often too. This I wasn't even planning on doing, so I'm kind of. Yeah. It actually seems like it's working out better because I'm not real invested in it.
You want to adjust the view so you can see it better?
Oh, sorry. I'm cutting a few pieces. There you go. That work?
Yeah. That's it. Rug it up.
Oh, yeah. There we go. He's got chest hair.
Perfection.
Add a little extra on the sides. Since we're going into it, then might as well go all out. Gonna go all out. Canon. What was the modeling program you used again?
Blender.
It's called Blender.
Blender.
It's free.
It is free.
I was thinking it's Blender, but old man brain, so I want to make sure.
This is their website here. So if you want to download it and give it a try, right there. It's free.
Neat.
Lots of tutorials on the internet for it.
Alrighty, I think I'm done with the chest here.
Sounds so excited.
It does look kind of, it does match the character a lot. Well, just the look of it in general. There you go. He's got his chest rug.
Yeah.
It's pretty hairy.
Now, generally, are you going to have to clear coat that now?
Yep. I am now. So take the trunks off now. I'll have to heat the Poppy's shoulders out too. Probably should have done all that before I put the hair on. They'll stay on without clear coating them, but it'll keep them from getting scratched. The Microsoft
with that vest.
Yeah, the Microsoft almost makes them like tampograpphs. Once it dissolves the paper, where it's basically the ink is laying down onto the figure. Hi. Where are you? Okay, let's see. I got this one. I got a thing for this. Now, everybody that wants the hair on the chest.
Are you not entertained?
Oh, I'm entertained. Much entertained.
Actually, it did work out pretty good. Actually, just not even really trying to plan it out, just freeform it. Happy trail. I do resin. Just let's see. Back up. Chat's backed up. Okay. Duro said, thanks. I've heard of Blender. About to get the. My eyes are blurry. Acrylity K1 for sale from Micro Center for Black Friday, $350. Cool. What's the learning curve on a Canon with the blender? You're still muted.
Is the Reality K1 a is that an FTM?
I would assume Blender is asking for
learning curve on Blender?
Yeah.
I think it depends on how much other like drawing and sculpting you've done before that. And it also depends on how you're using it. So if you're using it for like, if you're using it just to do it the way that I'm doing it, I don't think it's too bad. Probably take a month of good effort to get where you can do stuff. But I'm still learning new stuff. And I've been using it for a couple years now, so there's a lot you can do. You're going to do stuff in the beginning, and you're going to find out much easier ways to do it later on down the road. And then the more you do, the faster you'll get at it. Like when I first started, I would have modeled those horns out, and I would have done it with polygons and just extruded out the edges. It would take me a long time, but now I can just, it would take me, a couple of minutes. So the more you use it, the more tricks you learn.
That's already looking amazing, dude. It's starting on the time. The show started an hour in, and you look.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Thanks. Like I said, the more you do it, the faster you figure out how to do things. So I figure I put the little key things up there so that people can see what buttons I'm pushing.
Well, that's cool. And so though 3D printing or cast, if you're going to sell your stuff, you basically got to do both. 3D print and cast, because if you're wanting to make large batches of them, it's probably best to, what do you think? Depending on the part, I guess the head's pretty easy, I guess, to print.
I would agree. It depends on the part.
Yeah.
Because like for the bikes, I couldn't really do a mold with some of that because of the way that I put together. I would have had to break it down into a lot of different pieces because of the undercuts.
I saw that thing. It looked pretty interesting today. I sent you where you basically make a mold, print your mold.
Yep.
That was kind of neat.
I don't know what they're printing it in to get it to cast all right, but
yeah, because that resin will
stick
bond right to that. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if they have a good enough release agent.
Laura, anyone have any experience with 112 toy figures? Recently ordered one from Shozy during their 11/11 sale. Seems like a nice option. Oh, I forgot about 11/11. That's weird. Seems like it's a Asian thing to do, the sale, but kind of like a Black Friday, like they do 11/11 every year. And I forgot. But it seems like a nice option for Nina Tekken. It does use softwoods for clothing, though. I haven't had any of them, Joy Toys.
They look cool.
I've had quite a few. Really good quality. Beats the crap out of a lot of 112 stuff.
That is true. Victor said that Hasbro don't do the hairy trail, so Herc don't have it. Thought in his arms, but stops in his chest. I was just wondering if Hasbro airbrushes hair onto their Wolverine at least. Be tampographs, like, or now they go into digital printing. It was tampographs before, but a lot of their stuff is digital printing, even like on the body hair, tattoos, or something like that. Hairy back. Now, I'm not putting hair on his back. No. Hank Solo, I do cast, but if I do 3D root, I'll do resin printer too.
We'll just have to pretend it's there.
You're only going to see a tiny little peek of this anything anyway. But of course, now, like, he's got all that, might as well just leave the best. Hank Solo asking if somebody sells prints, 3D prints. Do you have an Etsy store or eBay store? Who's this directed to? I'm not sure. Yeah. I love the mirror editing that you were doing too. On your model.
Yeah, it sure speeds it up when you have something that's basically symmetrical.
Oh, and King Solo dropped in an F-bomb.
Family.
So underarm hair too? No. Well, the way the figures are constructed, you really can't. All right, let's pour my water out. I'll spill it on the floor. We're over this. Let him sit. I'll just let those decals basically dry out overnight before I pour it anymore. I ended up going back over wet sanding and redoing the X on my Havoc. I didn't like how the brush gold looked, the brush painted gold. So I want it's not the shinier gold like the rough gold, but it'll do. I still like that color, the gold I used.
Exotic? Kinda. up the BuzzMod Full Power Nezuko. The Mezco Lord of Tears Owlman, which is really cool, really creepy. I like him. Pull this guy out. He's.
I'm kind of digging that Kickstarter I found the other day. Those Battle Beast based Marvel Legends.
I really don't like the hips on those.
The renders look better than the resin prototypes. So I wonder if they're going to improve on the final one. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. If they do, then that'll be a lot better, but I was giggling at the shark.
They're not badly priced. If you buy the 4-pack, it's like $30 a piece.
And I got Cyber Frog.
Oh, cool.
And I also got.
I'd be curious how that is.
Also Heather Swain from Cyber Frog.
That's the one I'm really curious on. It's a good looking female. I'm curious who you got to do those.
She sold out several times. Which one? The Cyber Frog?
Heather, I'm curious to see how
Heather Swain?
good she is. Yeah.
I'll open her up here in a minute.
I'm curious who designed them for them. If people don't want to put their the negative connotation with Comicsgate, people don't want to. Even though most of it's completely untrue, what people say about Comicsgate.
About Ethan Van Skyrim?
I was talking about Comicsgate in general. Like, people got comic news sites do the bidding of the big two, so they will trash any independent comic creator out there for the big two. So everybody's got a misinformation and a hate for everybody in Comicsgate.
Cyber Frog was it was fun. Nothing wrong with Cyber Frog.
Yeah, I thought
there was some unfounded rumors about Ethan Van Sciver as well going around. So
they love to hate on him because he makes money independently from the big two, and there's a lot of jealousy in like people working in the mainstream because the mainstream comic companies don't pay their creators that much. They have to live in like commune houses just about it to live.
Still didn't lay like I wanted it to.
So they got to trash Comicsgate for some reason. It's part of it's jealousy, and because they're actually creative owned and making their own money.
Yeah, they tried calling them PDO, and they're just completely unfounded.
Yep.
Like just 100%. Where's the evidence? Is there any kind of indictment? No, nothing. No investigation. Nothing. Oh, okay. Just in general, huh?
It's just people making up shit on Twitter.
Oh, because he had like a young wife. That's it. Because he was like, I think like 10 years older than his wife. Like, okay.
Which is fine if it was the other way around.
Yeah. But that was completely above age, like. Yeah. And it wasn't even like
a 10-year gap is nothing nowadays.
It wasn't even like she was 18 or anything. Like she was like in her 30s, I think. Like it was very goofy.
Hank Solo says he's got the Cybercrawl first edition comic back. I guess that one was in what, the 90s or early 2000s. Holly is good stuff, cheap.
towards 20s, mid-20s, something like that. I don't remember. It was something. It had something to do with that crap.
Yeah, I'm curious too. Like, who does it got a manufacturer on the figures, or like what creator, or is there anything on there?
Look. Well, the comic company was All Caps Comics that made Cyberfrog. I believe this was an Indiegogo was the original. It wasn't a Kickstarter.
Yeah, Kickstarter started treating Comicscape bad and kicking their campaigns with unfounded reasons. People like false flagging them, and they just go along with it. So a lot of comic creators went to Indiegogo. Laura says that he's found these
manufactured by All Cap Comics.
Well, cool. I guess he did everything. He just hired a designer.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Sounds like he found the manufacturer and everything. I love the honeycomb base. That's really cool.
Lario said he's surprised to find the 7-inch Burlington Halo figures at Burlington for $4 a piece. Usually that store has 6 7-inch figures priced between $6 to $13.
We'll say I don't like the fact that the base doesn't have a swivel down here. Kind of, yeah. So it really only makes it good for like an aerial thing and not really holding them up. But they are a very stout thing, and they have like you don't have to use a screwdriver to adjust these. They just have knobs on them.
Well,
that's kind of nice.
Similar to the old Toy Biz.
Yeah, I just wish they had the another one down here at the bottom. That would really make them really nice. All right, let's see here. The knife is not removable on the hip. Let's see. It's got those connected legs. Very tight.
Harris Comics sounds familiar. Yeah, that was an old publisher back in the day. I got a couple of those old Harris books. The old comic book shop I used to go to when I was in college. I think it was like if you got $20 or more in comics back then, you get like a dice roll and you had stuff on the wall you can win.
The knife really doesn't it isn't on a peg, so it didn't really swing out of the way. But otherwise, you do get full, like almost more than 90 out to the side. The rips on the jeans are great, but even if you like singly articulate the legs, you're still going to get this together. So that kind of sucks, but you just got to hold one to kind of move it, you know. It's kind of loose, but overall, it's still not terrible.
Sculpt looks really good on that.
Huh?
The sculpt from the pictures looked really good on that.
Ooh, no rocker.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no rocker at all.
The angles don't move. They don't go forward or back.
No. Well, they go front and back. Yeah.
Oh, no pivots. Okay.
Yeah, no pivot. You get a waist twist. Getting a little bit of back. No forward travel whatsoever.
She's got Converse, right? Top shoes.
Yeah, with no, high top with no star.
Might be able to swap them out with American Chavez.
Have you seen how big Chavez's shoes are? Like, I'm struggling with that right now with my Buffy. Like, Chavez's shoes are gigantic. Like, I'm putting this jacket. I swapped out the arms for double jointed. Her feet are massive, and it's kind of, I don't know, man.
They're kind of cartoonish big.
I'm struggling with the idea of probably re-sculpting the chest a little bit, because Sarah Michelle Gellar's got a little bit more up top. Not much more, but a little bit more.
Yeah.
Love this jacket that I got. I ordered this from China a long time ago. But yeah, I got double jointed here. I stole the chest from another one of my projects I was working on with Shriek. I'm gonna do the pants like a maroon. But these feet, they big. They real big. Like comically large for this frame. They're pretty chonkers compared to these. Like width wise, they're huge. They look like they're about like a triple E wide, and like 3 sizes bigger than what she has.
Sounds like she got up and accidentally put her boyfriend's shoes on.
See, we do have bicep swivel,
Of course.
on Swain, and we got a single jointed elbow that goes a little bit better than 90. She's got a wash, black wash in the hair. The hair sculpt's pretty decent. You're not going to get like hardly any movement out, actually damn near none with this head sculpt on.
Full screen so I can see.
I'll be right back while Blender figures out what it's doing.
Going to get wasted with, but you're going to see some major gappage when you do that. So like this is a much better option for your twist. Like I said, you get a tad bit of back and absolutely no forward whatsoever. So we'll be taking this off and probably grinding that out in order to find out what's going on with that. Getting a better than 90 on your T-pose. And let's do some head swappage. There is a barbell. Thought maybe there wasn't one, but it's not a very good one. They didn't really. I mean, it's tiny, so you're not going to get much movement out of it in the first place.
They're like half those Joes right now.
Yeah. You gave it enough bevel to move around, so you're not really going to be able to bevel it out much more to get any more movement. This head sculpt is almost frightening. Let me adjust the autofocus here. This head sculpt needs just a full-on repaint. It's bad.
Yeah.
This one's pretty good. It's okay. It's not great.
It looks like they need some Corey magic.
Yeah, definitely does. This is the better head sculpt, but it definitely needs a repaint still. It needs better eyebrows, better eyes. The mouth is very plain, but it's still not that bad. I call this her Kate Beckinsale head, but I think this is the best head sculpt for sure. It's one that's going on her.
As soon as I looked up, I was like, that does look like Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, this is the one that's definitely going on her. With this one on, you're gonna get some tilt. No back, very, very, very little forward. Mostly because the chin just knocks into the neck. So side to side and a little bit of tilt. Hands, these are going to, looks like they're all horizontal. Yep. They're all horizontal. This is your slap a bitch hands. So when you want to get her in a slapping competition, she's ready to win. The hands come out pretty easy. Still a little perturbed that the knife doesn't come out.
Better than G.I. Joe hands and the Power Ranger hands. Those things got such tiny little pegs. The G.I. Joe and the Power Rangers, they're long, skinny pegs, so they're easy to break.
The paint immediately scratched when I put the weapon in.
Oh,
so not good. Looks like acrylic. Not very well treated acrylic.
That's good.
And let me check the other one.
Well, seems like Blender crashed.
No. You had so much stuff. I hope it saved. I looked up. I saw your desktop screen. And it's like your drawing. And it's like,
well, we'll see if it'll recover the last session because I hadn't saved it yet. Nope.
So, even though she doesn't have rocker,
it lost all of it.
Yep.
Oh shit,
oh,
dude.
No.
That thing was amazing too.
We just start and do it again.
You didn't do any saves?
I didn't think I needed to yet. I hadn't been that long into it.
Oh man.
I was wrong.
So even though there's no rocker, I still think it's a pretty great figure. It's got some glaring issues, but it's still pretty good.
It looks great.
It needs some paint work. It'll get dropped off with Corey. I'll probably get it back in 6 months. It's usually how it goes. How it has to go, you know. I'll probably end up modding these feet somehow to have rocker. I'll probably cut the hinge out entirely and then adding a peg into it and then peg it straight into the foot and make a rocker.
Xavier's stopping by and say hey to the team, and awesome design cannon on that head. Unfortunately, we just lost it. Can't wait to see how the ninja feet come out.
It sucks, man.
SDA said he still needs the 90s version of Cyberfrog. So they did different versions of the Cyberpunk figure, didn't they?
Yeah, I went with the modern one because, yeah, I saw Gwen's Chucks, and that's what I thought about doing on her as well. And I know I had that Gwen, and I have no idea what I did with it. Like, I saw it on top of my freaking one of my bins, and I have no clue where it went. Like, I saw it slide off the other day. No clue. No idea.
Oh, wow.
And I really want to try it out on these and see if I can make it work out.
Thorough 37. I did watch Sculpting season 2, and I love that ending.
I'm excited to see it. I'm just
Dude,
waiting.
you're gonna like it.
I'm just waiting
good.
for my wife to feel a little bit better, and I'm gonna check it out.
The Wayne Brady Chappelle's hand. What did that 5 finger say to the face?
Exactly.
Is the Axe plastic brown?
Yes, and it's got it's painted, and it's got a wash on it.
So they painted the axe head, and the handle is brown. All of it's plastic brown.
Yeah, all of it's painted.
Okay.
The hands. The hands are definitely the white plastic, I think, and they need a coating of some protectant or something pretty bad.
Everybody feels for you in the chat, Cannon. That's horrible.
It's just wake up sometimes. No big deal. Just drink more coffee and go back to work.
Hour and a half of work, though. Flushed. Hank Soul's asking what kind of wash we use on the jeans, Harker.
I don't think it needs one. It's got a pretty decent dry brush all over them. These jeans look like jeans.
Cool.
I don't think it needs one at all.
It's the Yang says family.
Family, 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 family.
Dang.
And
This is definitely the best head sculpt for sure.
Bocat, you can pop in if you want to. I'll put the link in the chat. Do I need to watch Thor: Love and Thunder before I watch Loki season 2? No, there is no connection whatsoever. You can watch it. It's
Thankfully.
Hey, how's it
Yeah.
going?
hello. Ant-Man 3. Do you watch it? Not really. You don't really need to watch Ant-Man 3.
I did not watch Ant-Man 3.
Yeah, but somebody's asking if you watch that before I watch Loki season 2. Not really. Actually, no.
I think
Not at all.
Ant-Man 3 is worth a watch. I think it's all right.
Well, he's just saying if in preparation to watch.
Yeah, I know. It's still worth a watch. You don't need to watch it for the show, though.
No, it's,
Love and Thunder? No. You don't got to watch that one at all.
I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
No. I mean,
no secret invasion either.
Taika Waititi knew the assignment when James Gunn said, "Hey, can you make sure that Thor is out of the Guardians of the Galaxy when I release Guardians of the Galaxy 3?" And he said, "Yep, I can do that. As a matter of fact, I don't want to do another Thor movie, so I'll take care of that while I'm at it too."
Yeah.
And get fired.
You don't need to watch Secret Invasion either, because Loki's not really connected to anything.
I didn't watch that either, and real happy about that. Thoroughly pleased that I haven't watched that.
If you want to know a little more about Kang, Ant-Man is a good watch. Ant-Man 3, but and it touches on like the multiverse stuff too. But you don't have to watch it to watch Loki season 2. No to Secret Invasion for sure. Yeah, Secret Invasion didn't have anything. Secret Invasion got a bum rap, but I never read the comics. Those reshoots killed it. And yeah, and to kill off such a main character too, in that show, and
they'll end up bringing him back in a multiverse situation.
I'm talking about the Maria Hill.
Oh, really?
Unceremoniously, just basically killed her off in the first episode.
She'll come back in a multiverse situation. Maybe. Who knows?
Yep, season 1 is all you
they're
need.
already talking about Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans coming back.
And I take this as sarcasm because that movie's terrible. For Marvels.
Oh, I heard it was. I heard if you watch it, you're gonna really love Miss Marvel in it. She is an absolute delight.
Yeah, that's basically all people saying. It's like she's the best part of the show. Her and Monica Rambeau does well too. The main character.
I heard she's not that great just because they don't do really any exploration into her character worth of shit until the very end.
Everybody else is acting in the movie, and Brie Larson's acting like Brie Larson, a plank of wood.
Yeah.
She don't
they
sell it.
They let her be herself instead of the character.
Which way the character is written like plank of wood too in the comics too, so. At least the spoiler warning. Oh.
It's been out long enough to where you should know this by now.
What spoiler? What I do? I wasn't giving any story plots away. If RDJ comes back for MCU, I think it would be a hologram Iron Man.
RDJ was one of the headliners for anti-AI in the strike. And he actually was one of the ones that was opposing the latest deal. He opposed the latest deal. Angelina Jolie made a huge deal. Emma Watson, they all said no against the deal that just went through when they ended the strike. Those were 3 of the biggest main components against the strike.
More than likely, he's going to come back too. It's probably there's Secret Wars is like part of like another universe, because the writing on the wall. They're planning on rebooting the MCU.
I mean, they even like squashed the beef between Disney and Scarlett Johansson. I mean, if they squash that, then and they're talking about bringing her back. I mean, shit.
Yeah, they're only going to be doing it for like maybe the Secret Wars, and that's it.
Probably.
Yeah, it's going to be what. It's going to be like Secret Wars 2 in the comics when they reboot the Marvel comic book universe. And they'll reboot the MCU.
Is there plans for Secret Wars?
That's the writing. Yeah.
It's it's like the next Avengers thing, isn't it? Avengers Secret War.
Yep. And that's when that's one of the talk that they'll come back and they'd be like basically variants from another universe, different timeline or wherever. Then when they reboot the universe,
are you talking about Marvel Comics, like the regular Marvel Comics comic books?
Yep.
Is it 616? Yeah, it is.
Hey,
yeah, they rebooted 616.
Scarlett Johansson said she'd come back now that the situation is resolved, actually. And Evans said
she got done dirty too with the release of her movie.
Yeah,
her movie should have been released before Captain Marvel. The movie in between the Endgame and should have been her story before she died. Because after they killed off her character, nobody really cared. It's like a story that it's a backstory.
Evans said in a recent magazine thing that he realized that Captain America was the most important role he's ever had and probably ever will have. So his thoughts of coming back have been pretty strong. And he's talked to Kevin Feige several times about it, and Feige has gone on record to say no matter who we have playing Captain America, we would make room for another Captain America. No problem.
Of course, there's rumors saying he is going to be leaving Marvel.
Who?
Feige.
Well, there was rumors that he was leaving Marvel and going to Star Wars because of how much of a train wreck that shit's been.
Yep, that's still the rumor.
I mean, get Kathleen Kennedy the fuck out of there, please. It's been nothing but absolute hot mess. I mean, she completely killed the Kenobi show when she moved all of the money from that over to Acolyte, and then Acolyte got completely canned, and now she's got it coming back now that Iger's in control, and her and Iger are like besties. So, I don't know. We'll see.
South Park nailed it with Kathleen Kennedy. The way she cast things. Put a chick in it, make her lame, make her gay.
Iger really likes her because, I mean, no matter how much of a train wreck the sequels were, they still were very, very successful financially. And that's really all that matters to him is money. So if there's the money, then that's what it's there for.
Oh, and Pascal is not coming back to the Mandalorian.
Yeah, no, he said if you ever see him again in the suit, if you ever see
Din Djarin,
it's not him in the suit, and it's likely not him doing the lines either, because there's plenty of other people that sound just like him, and there was other people that actually spoke the lines that weren't even him in the last season. So because he wasn't available for some of it. Oh wow, I mean they line up, but the colors aren't even the same. That's kind of weird. This one needs like a black wash in order to look the same. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because this is like the modern style. It's interesting. Heard you got to be careful with the frog.
the frog man.
Yeah, I really liked the compound eyes with this one.
I did a review on. I did a review on that frog.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Maybe my own personal notes on what could have been done a little bit better for it.
Did you have any problems with yours?
The only problem I have is that its middle toe is so loose that if I push it up, it's just gonna fall back down again.
Probably need some Kiki for that.
Yeah.
SDA calls it 616A now. Yeah, that works. Because it's definitely not the 616 we grew up with.
Yeah, one of my notes were one thing they should have done is put like a neck hinge.
Yeah,
for
that's what I was just looking at.
So he's able to look up.
Yeah, with him jumping forward. I mean, he's a frog after all. It would have been kind of nice.
So that's that's definitely what they want us to do, is consume every Marvel product and don't ask questions. Same way they want us to do that Star Wars too. But
yeah, that would have been ideal to have him to be able to jump forward and kind of have a hinge there.
Yeah, and EDS, he pointed out that he wanted to do a waist swivel on him. But while I was looking at it, I noticed that the eye crunch does not work.
Doro 626
not very
and
much.
said, "Hold my beer." He's like 25% back where he was before.
So my suggestion for that was,
That's how it goes.
if he decides to do like a re-release of it, to take out the app crunch and put a ball peg in.
Also, they don't need Pedro. He takes the helmet off too much. Same with Boba Fett, like talking. Just in my opinion, yeah. Boba Fett series was awful. He could not talk without taking his helmet off.
Not only with the ball peg take care of the app crunch problem, but it'll also take care but also would eliminate the need for a waist swivel.
Yeah, the whole point of Boba Fett, why he was popular, is the mystery.
He's too old. Sorry.
Yeah, that too.
He's just too old.
The dude is nearly 70. He's in his mid-60s, and he's playing a character that's supposed to be 40.
I mean, it's just the way it is. Jamal Morrison's just too old for the role.
If you're going to have him play the role, you have to sit farther down the timeline.
Also pointed out that the legs, if you try to move one leg up, the other leg will follow.
And I agree with you, Hank Solo.
Yeah, same thing with Heather Swain. I was having that. That's just how they ended up doing the. This one isn't doing it over here, but when I do it with this one, it does. It's just the old. It's like the NECA style with the Predators. The Predators.
I mean, it's not a bad design. It's just that it just kind of felt like a bit of an old design, and they should have gone with more of a ball joint in the legs.
Let me tell you, this right here is overkill. Thigh swivel, shin, foot.
Yeah.
You don't need all that.
There's a side by side of the vest.
Good. Thigh is great. Shin's
all right.
No, shin is in this scenario, shin is the pointless one. Foot, good. Thigh, good. Eliminate the shin. Like that, you didn't need to do that. That was just wasted money.
Yeah.
Right there. That's money you could have put into the ball joint,
Yeah.
or something else, or the hinge.
Yeah, a shin swivel is not necessary. It's nice sometimes, but
Someone pointed out in one of their reviews is that the figure would have also benefited with butterfly joints, but I don't think.
There is not enough meat right here for butterflies.
Yeah.
Not for it to stay this size, and I like this size.
Like.
Yeah, I can already tell you now because I just tried to put it in a pose, and all these swivels just moved.
I
I know.
That was a pain in the butt.
I went on Gun Bunny's YouTube channel. You don't have his contact information on there. I'll have to try to figure out how to contact him.
They had this flame figure.
You just have
It's
to
a
leave a
good
comment.
figure. But it also has its share of problems.
If you don't have foot, you don't need shin swivel. If you have foot, you don't need shin swivel. I'm sorry. But if you got +2, I only like a shin swivel if there's a foot. If it's a smooth leg or the poor design, a shin swivel is ugly. It's like a bare leg.
The thing with the flame figure is that it looks like two swivels, or a swivel was put into the chest, and a swivel was put into the waist.
Yeah, you get a swivel up here, and like no back, barely any back, no forward whatsoever, and you get a real bad waist, real bad, because it just absolutely.
Yeah, when I was taking her out of the box, the lower waist felt like it was about to pop off.
Yeah, I know what you do. It looks like it actually will. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's just a mushroom peg.
Oh, I can get this thing to mix up the wash.
Now with the single joint elbows, I kind of gave that a bit of a pass.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit past 90, and you get a bicep. Bicep better than a lower. It's better than a lower, a peg M. Even though you got peg holes that you're seeing right there, it's fine. It's an independent toy. You get a bicep. That's fine. You get a lot of really cool sculpted details. You get the sculpted details in the shirt, the holes, the sculpted details on the pants. I'm gonna have to do something about rockers on the, or like pivot on the.
That's another thing. I think I've also pointed this out. Is that it doesn't have ankle pivot.
Yeah, that's the worst offender. That and this knife. Not at least having a round peg to where it can swivel. So I'll be taking this knife out and putting a round peg on it in there so I can move it out of the way. So I don't feel like I'm gonna break that knife so easy when I move this leg out like this. She is definitely worse when it comes to the legs moving.
The leg problem. Yeah.
I do appreciate how tight they are, though. So that's.
Oh yeah, it's the tightness of the joints is probably a little bit better than Marvel Legends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not so much right here. They're like this is.
I said a little bit better. It's not that far off.
It's pretty bad right there. She'll still stand up though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a hole in the bottom of the foot for a stand.
Mine's standing right now, so.
I like a stand on just about all my stuff though.
Alfredo says, like, if the arms can reach across the you don't need a butterfly joint, just like Mythic Legions don't have butterfly joints. Yep.
STA says, EVS is coolest when it came to action figure articulation. He was just listening to his audience, and they wanted everything. Well, yeah, they wanted everything. But the thing is, when it comes to figures, there's some stuff that would have to be sacrificed sometimes, and sometimes there has to be something that needs to be a point. It needs to take. It needs more of attention, like the shin swivel. I didn't catch your name.
Harker.
Yes.
I think it was Bullcat was asking your name.
Oh, what?
Stephen.
I'm sorry.
Stephen was asking your name.
What's up?
I was just, Stephen didn't catch your name, like he was asking what your name was.
Oh.
It's Harker.
Oh.
It's Parker.
Harker?
Parker. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
when I put the
right
messages out,
Harker.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Like Harker said, the
have a good Enduro.
The shin swivel is completely useless on Cyberfrog since he has the thigh swivel.
This peg inside of here is way too big. It will stretch this thing out, or this is going to snap inside of this hole without it.
That's one thing I kind of noticed after I posted the review. After that, it was kind of too late.
Yeah, that's gonna snap. Oh yeah.
Oh,
and it's so heavy that it causes it to be just miserable. So you have to hold this like straight out in order.
Did you get this from Big Bang Toy Store?
Yeah.
I got mine from the campaign.
The campaign?
Yeah.
This isn't... Oh, okay, look at that. Mine's not all the way pushed in. But it actually, that isn't the loose part. The loose part's back here. The peg is actually too long. Huh. Yeah, the peg's too long.
Alright. Did the peg pop out?
No. These back pegs are definitely too long.
No, I mean on the on his hand.
Both? No, on this?
Yeah.
No, I took it out to
okay.
This.
I was about to
say
say
inside of here is incredibly too long. I mean, incredibly too thick to be to go into this to this hand socket. It'll snap. That's very bad. It'll widen this out, or it will actually or this will snap off inside of there and render this whole thing useless.
Yeah. Yeah. EVS. It's a good thing that he is listening to his audience, because one thing he changed because of the audience is the is how the head's placed on there. And if it wasn't for them, it would have been more of a sculpted peg.
I'm gonna have to get in there and break this off and put a new one in there that's smaller for this, because I want to use this gun because it looks awesome.
It does.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna put that in there like it is. That is not gonna happen.
Honestly, I wish there were 2 in there. You know?
Yeah, I'm liking the blue wash. I'll have to go ahead and do it.
God, I wish this head had a hinge.
I know.
Man, that would be so good.
The thing is, I don't know why anyone hadn't pointed that out to afterwards. I'm not sure if I was the only one that pointed it out.
There's a predominant toy YouTuber that reviews toys that brags about double ball pegs, and they suck.
God, it would have made so much of a difference.
Oh, I'm loving this blue wash on this.
They should have put a double ball peg joint in Giant Man's neck.
Oh,
I mean, he had the room for it.
I didn't. I don't even know what it's got. I didn't even pay attention because I wasn't really interested in it.
You didn't order it?
Nah.
Yeah, neither did I.
I did.
That's great for anybody wanting it. It's a good price.
Yeah, it's from my figure, it's not a bad figure, but
somebody pointed out that it was 4 times the size, 8 times the price. I was like, yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why Dwight thought it'd be a good idea to put a divot on the back of his neck because that's just gonna look ugly. He should have just put a ball joint that's connected between the neck and the torso.
Man, I wish the stand would had a tilt. That'd be better. And you could really get some better dynamic posing out of it.
Yeah, the stands are a lot stronger than what you would usually get, but
they don't have enough. They're strong, but they don't have any tilt, and they don't have one down. They don't have another one of these down here, which just hurts it. But I really like how strong this is, which really hurts it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make another one out of this part, and maybe put a Mezco stand on this and still use this and make this part of a Mezco stand and have him jumping over Heather on top of the stand.
Nice. Send pictures afterwards.
Yeah, I'll probably have him do that.
Look at the Harker's Instagram and all that stuff is in the description down below. I'm going to follow.
Oh, I won't post that on my Instagram because everybody does automatically think it's for sale.
Oh.
Everything. Anytime I post anything that's personal on my Instagram, the only thing I get is in my DMs. I get 10 people saying how much.
Well,
it just bugs me, so I end up deleting everything that I put in there.
Well, if anything, your contacts down there, you all can DM each other that way.
Yeah, just DM me, and I'll send you stuff that I do personally.
Steven's Boldcat Studios on Instagram.
Say what kind of custom stuff you're working on. I'll take some pictures and show you. Yeah, it's the only time I actually show my actual customs is generally on here because I can't really I can't really post them. I can't even post them in stories really anymore. I even made a story a while back saying, you know, what do you think about me posting my personal work as well? And a lot of people said, will it also be for sale? Like, wow, okay, no, done. That's the real answer. Like, I put a poll up, and most of the people said, yeah. And a whole lot of people said, yeah, also said the same thing. Will it also be for sale? Like, no. The reason I said personal is because it's mine.
All in the wash. Yep, definitely digging the blue wash. Good call on that one. Good job, me. Well, thank you. I thought that might look pretty good on there.
What is this thing here? If I delete it. Will it fix it? Oh. If I delete this.
Yeah, just put the lid on that. I don't know if I'll need it more.
Okay, so that's what it is.
Yeah, they did a lot of work on Helix. Still have to do her eyeshadow, because I'm going to do some eyeshadow on her as well, but I didn't like her hair at all. So I moved the hair because it had this like downward stripe or downward piece of hair that just looked bad. So I clipped it off and moved it up and glued it from up there. And then I painted the front of her hair black. And then I painted the underneath of her hair, just like in her in the comics. I painted the underneath of her hair black.
I need to get the figure.
Then I modded the hell out of her neck.
Everybody in the chat's teasing you, Harker. How much for that one?
All right. It's usually the way it goes. Got to modded her neck to where she could pretty much look all the way down and a pretty good amount of the way up.
I think I need some advice on this thing.
And I also modded the torso where she could go this far back.
Oh, yeah. Digging that.
And she could crunch. She could crunch this far forward. So she's now the absolute most articulated Joe for me. I'm into it. She's awesome.
The Waldos on Iron Spider, they're terrible.
Are you talking about the Legends one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. The ones that came, I had the ones that came from the Revo on the Legends Iron Spider, so it was very expensive setup. But now I sold my Revo, and now I gotta wait on the Takara Tony ones. It's either that or just, I don't know, not have an Iron Spider at all.
Well,
because
what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to see if I can see whether or not if I can build the Waldos myself.
Oh, I'd pull more off the legs, Jared.
Yeah. This is Thorough 37 says, Cannon, slap that save.
I did, I think, a couple times. But I'll do it again just in case.
So, Kenan, do you have any advice on doing a Waldo's sculpt on here?
Let me look for a second.
I would look up the Reveltech ones, and I'd follow that design and get the those similar Reveltech joints and use those in between the pieces.
Yeah. Well,
And that would be your best bet.
Well, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to design these Waldos to be able to take in the Reveltech joints,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's done, you should be able to attach them to the Marvel Legends Iron Spider.
Thorough says, teamwork makes the dream work, fam.
Family, family, family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Where's Waldo?
I don't got friends. I got family.
I don't have the luck dragon. That wasn't my screensaver. Somebody else did that. Was it Matt did that?
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this thing up again and try again.
Oh, his puppy's doing good. They had to rush to the animal ER.
Oh yeah, healing up nice.
Yep, she's doing good.
Yay!
Okay.
Still keeping separate from the big dog, or what?
Yeah, whenever they feed the big one, they keep her put up.
Okay. Otherwise, are they still like together? Or are they keeping them?
Oh yeah, it was just one of those things like dogs do when they eat. And they snap at each other. It wasn't ever being like mean to it. It's a reaction to basically all dogs do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When they're eating, like this is mine.
It's dominance establishment.
Yeah.
And when you're a less than a pound puppy chihuahua, a sniff from a lab is near fatal.
Alright, save for anything new. Apply. Back to edit mode. What the? That's not what I meant to do. Or is it?
Depends if it looks good. If it looks good, meant to do it. Not next to it.
Huh?
If it looks good, you meant to do that. If it doesn't, it was next to it. That's the way I do. It's my customer. the white dry brushing over top after I wipe it off.
Looks good.
Thank you.
My wife has been like coughing up a storm, man. We were so worried she got COVID.
Yeah,
I got like a super weak immune system from the beatus. Oh God! When I get it, I like hallucinate bad, auditory and visual hallucinations when I get it.
Hulk Smash has still got it. That's why he's not on the net.
Man.
Coughing up a storm where you could.
I was, when I was in high school, I got slipped some acid in like I had some tea. And when I was in lunch, and my friends slipped me some acid because they were tripping. And they knew I was pretty straight edge. So they thought it'd be funny. And it really didn't do a whole lot to me. I just felt weird and kind of felt sick to my stomach. And I was real straight edge because my parents did a lot of drugs, and I hated that. I hated the way they acted. And so I was I still am very anti-drug. And I have never felt the way I did when I had COVID. Just ripping out. Like every time I had to go to the bathroom, because we got like we have like a light in there that to attract and kill like bugs, like gnats and stuff that would like, accumulate in the drain. We live in an apartment, so we just make sure that, we have one of those just in case, like they come out of the drain so they can kill them. That light would fuck me up, man.
I'm almost out of Chester's white.
Oh no. Which one, the flat or the gloss?
Right. The skinny white.
Huh?
This is my last white period of testers.
Which one is it? The gloss or the flat?
Flat.
I don't know which one that I have. I need to send it to you.
I think I
have a white. I'm not sure which one.
That reminds me. Let me grab a bottle of wash. I just want to give you one of those extra bottles I got.
Damn, don't want to do that yet.
Here you go, brand new bottle. I'm gonna stick it in your box. Chester's black wash.
Nice. It's in the box.
It's in the box. That's what I love about testers. I just dry brushed that, painted it, washed it, painted it. I'm picking it up right now. I'm fine. Handling it. Can't do that with other paints.
It burns a lot. Just sat here with the heat gun and had it on the pretty much the highest temperature. Getting this hair soft enough to where it'll be pliable, and I'm holding it down to conform it to this jacket. It's pretty rough.
Oh, Pink Solo. That's what wash it was. It's a Tester's Blue Wash that I added a little bit of white to lighten it up a little bit. Their Blue Wash is real dark. I didn't want it to be that dark. So I added a little bit of white to it.
I feel like making it harder than it really is.
I need to order my airbrush filtration system. Get my station set up. Trying to figure out where I want to put it at. If I want it to be up all the time and not have to take it down all the time when I'm not using it.
Do you not have one at all right now?
No.
Have you picked out what airbrush you want?
Well, I got the airbrush. I bought it from Amazon. I've been using the old one, and it just don't have the control. It's basically like all or nothing when you brush spraying. And so I got one that's got good control. Just I don't have a station set up for it right now.
You got a moisture trap and everything?
Yep. Well, I gotta get all that stuff. I got
make sure you get a moisture trap. And I'm sure it'll have a regulator on it, but
yeah,
definitely make sure you have a moisture trap because it's the quickest way to make a real nice splatter. My first compressor that I had, this cheap one, didn't have a moisture trap on it. Got it a cheap Iwata moisture trap. Put it on there. Didn't like it worth a shit. Got a whole new compressor, a really good one, and it's nice. I only ever use it when I'm painting like multiple faces, when I'm doing skin tones. I never use it when I'm just doing a couple of head sculpts. I just hand brush that.
What I want to do is use it on for the Spider-Man I'm going to do for Don. He's wanting the blue highlights on the black symbiote. I wanted a good brush, airbrush to do that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Wasn't sure who that came from.
All right.
That would be me.
That's essentially how I would start out. I wouldn't try to model each one of those things. I would do it as a Bezier curve to start with, and then add some thickness.
Yeah, you have the right idea though. That's looking right.
What is this?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to focus on how it's going to connect, and
I would consider instead of like keeping them like real straight at the connection points, going with a flare instead, and try to keep them as skinny as possible towards the all the way up to the connection point, just to reduce the overall weight of the Waldo itself.
all right. So what do you think? Do you think I should start over?
No, the base of the Waldo is perfectly fine the way you have it. The next connection point up, that base, I would taper that in and keep on moving from there.
All right. There we go. Let me see. Undid the subdivide. I think that was my problem.
Just think about like a bone spider's legs. If you look up, like a bone spider, It's more like a World of Warcraft thing. Like that's the only the place I know a bone spider from. You'll see the design of their legs. They like at the connection point, they're more robust, and then they go skinny again, and then they get more robust. What you can do, since that's an organic look, you can then go in and kind of make it look more mechanical after that, to make it look more like the Iron Spider stuff. But you'll get an idea of what I mean by keeping it smaller to keep the weight down. That way, when you pose them around, they'll actually keep their size. Or, I mean, they'll keep their pose. Dude, what the fuck are you doing on my cloth, dude? Get off of that shit. Get down, dude. Down.
Yeah.
Shit's like $22 a yard. Fucker.
It's like play.
He's such a turd. He likes negative attention. He's my legacy boy. He knows he's my favorite. Look at this. Look at this cute son of a bitch. Look at this bastard.
My cat's hiding under the bed from the twins.
I love that fucker so much. He gets away with everything. I mean, just everything. I don't let any cat on the desk. He could just plop up here. No big deal. Orange cat. There's like a heavy debate over the veterinary world that of whether or not cats and dogs can be autistic, and I say yes because I swear he is autistic. I think he's on the spectrum. He is like a savant. He is a ridiculously smart cat. Like, super problem solver. Like, he looks at something and figures it out. You can watch his gears turning, and then he goes and executes his plan. It just makes me sick sometimes. It's like, seriously? Like, I'll like put up some shit so he won't get into it, and wall it off, and he'll just go over there and move around what I just put up. Like, he figured out, he likes the way the freezer smells because it smells like, real cold, and he likes to breathe in the cold. He figured out a way to open it up. Like, he saw me close it, and he realized, oh, I can open that up. I'll just get up on top of the fridge, turn around, and kick it open with my back feet on the top so I can duck my head down there and smell the cold. I had to put Velcro. And then he was like, ooh, I like Velcro, so I'll chew on the Velcro and destroy it, and then I can just open it back up. I'm telling you, dude, fucking cat is ridiculous. So now I just put Velcro underneath my desk so he can just chew on it whenever he wants to hope to get his, his fill. The only thing he can't do is turn knobs, and he fucking tries.
I have 3 cats, and all 3 of them knows how to open doors.
Yeah, I have 4, and I'm in a 700 square foot apartment, and they're like an animal. I'm like a cat magnet. I always tease my wife about, oh, just wait, we're going to get that 4th cat. We're going to get that 5th cat. And then it eventually happens without, me really trying. Oh, no.
Thorough 37, what we use for primer. Depends on what I'm painting. If it's, a lot of times I don't use a primer unless I'm doing a full color change or I've been sculpting. Primer, I use primer for 2 things. for if I'm doing a full color change, I need a primer. And 2, if I've done a lot of sculpting, I prime it, sand it to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And I usually just use Mr. Hobby aerosol, like thin primer. That's what I use.
I usually don't use primer unless I'm doing. Sometimes I'll use it on head sculpts if I'm going to do a zenithal prime, and I'm doing multiple heads. That way, I can just get a natural, real quick and easy shading done. That way, I'm not spending forever doing pastels to shade and everything. But other than that, I'll use a primer if I'm going to do yellow. Anytime I'm doing yellow, and a lot of times, honestly, I'm going to use Tamiya spray over the white primer when I'm doing yellow, because oh my god,
yellow white primer. Mr. Hobby has a good white primer too. Spray.
Corey actually recommended a primer, and he says it's the best thing he's ever used, and it sticks like a champ. It's the AC Delco white sandable primers, the automotive stuff. So yeah, just like the it says it's good, just like the the AC Delco. Or no, it's the Duplicolor, not AC Delco. I think Duplicolor white sandable primer.
I recommend a Duplicolor like clear coat film years ago.
That's what he uses.
That's cool. He still uses that. Huh?
Yeah, he still uses that to this day, and that's why he uses the primer, because and he uses that on all of his head sculpts. He always uses that primer.
Nice. I think that.
So he highly recommends that, especially with yellows, because fuck painting yellow.
Yeah.
And when I am hand brushing yellow, always Mr. Color, because lacquer, because this is the only thing that has enough pigment to make me not want to punch my wiener into a pancake.
I've heard that. All right, you heard it here. Use that. You can punch yourself in the wiener.
Punch your wiener into a pancake. Yes. Let's see. We want 4060. Can't believe it. I'm almost through this entire thing of Procreate. I think I'm done with green stuff, man. I have had nothing but absolute headache with the green stuff hardening. I even got the stuff that has green stuff with gap. Doesn't matter. It's still, I still get yellow chunks, like, or like yellow chunks in it. Doesn't matter.
I got a roll I bought a few years ago. I'm still using
yellow chunks after eating corn.
It makes me want to blow yellow chunks. There's nothing worse than rolling that crap up and getting it completely mixed and sitting there for like 10 minutes digging out these damn chunks out of it.
How do I keep these objects separated when I want to do a subdivide? That's a
canon question right there.
So what do you want to do?
What is that it?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to subdivide this square, and I think I just did it. I don't know. Do I need to do that? That's not it. What I was trying to do was subdivide the square without also going into the mold.
Well, you just select them as two different pieces. So you only put the modifier, so you just have the cube selected.
It has a cube selected, but the thing is, it's selected along with the cylinder, I think.
Transparent primer. That's very interesting. I've never heard of a transparent primer. I wonder if he's just simply using a matte spray.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I've used a matte spray as a primer before.
Yeah, I bet you he's just using a matte spray.
When I click this, it highlights them both as one piece. Not.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't see what
the
you're doing.
tube. You know, at that point, I'm just gonna get Procreate. Procreate is out of business, but there's still so many people that have it. And considering I've had this one thing of Procreate for like 2 years, I'm going to not go through it that fast. So, I mean,
I've been using the same batch of Aves Fixits for 15 years.
Man, I just replaced my black thing of Aves Fixit, and it was half gone. And
was it Fixit or Epoxy?
It was just too the Aves Apoxie. It was half gone, and it was just to the point of foobar, and I just replaced it. And I've had that thing for like 6 years, and it was technically it was still good. I could still dig out good parts of it. I just got tired of digging out the good parts.
The only thing with my Fixit lasts a little longer. The only issues I ever had with Fixit, the hardener started to dry up a little bit, and I just added some water to it, and it's fine again.
Yeah, with the epoxy sculpt that I had, it got like orange. the hardener got like orange. I was like, okay.
Yeah, mine does that a little bit. You're talking about the epoxy
like a little crusty, so I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna get another one. It was on sale for $22 for a pretty big can, pretty decent sized can, doesn't it?
I'll be right back.
2013. Hey, kid, you're an asshole, dude. Jesus Christ. Come over there and
Orange kit.
cut off your big ass fluffy tail and use it as a new mustache.
Orange cats are born autistic.
They're orange. I've had an orange cat my entire life. I can tell you that it's just a different kind of cat. When
Same
someone
cat.
asks you, hey, what kind of cat is that? You just go, orange.
It's the same cat that just gets reincarnated so he can keep lots pestering you.
Oh, that's exactly what I say. After Put, died, it was my soulmate, sorry, my wife, died in 2020. Put taught Kit how to be a Put. So Kit's name is Kit Pernicus, Putter's Wayne Harker. He's got my middle name. I'm Eric Wayne Harker. So now you can steal my identity. So he has my middle name, and he's Kit Pernicus because he likes to explore like Copernicus. Now you can steal his identity too. I don't know what his social is. He won't tell me.
Probably got a pretty good credit score though.
I'm sure he has an awesome credit score. He probably owns a house and he just won't let us live there. He's so fucking cute. I mean, you could probably go through an open house and they're just gonna go, oh, let's just give it to him. Little shit ass.
Look at the vest. Base colors.
Douche.
Repainting this vest looks so much better. You get just the black and green versus the kaleidoscope of colors they put on.
Oh, is that the same vest?
Yep, that's the same vest.
Oh, shit.
Looks a lot better after it's been painted in actual military colors. It's a really weird pale green they use.
You don't want to keep the GoPro on there?
It's on there, but
you should do a metallic blue inside of it and do the little silver on it still, just around the edge.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to make it kind of like everybody else's.
But you don't want it to distract from the chest.
Hey man, he's got the chest here. He's a brazen bitch. He's got the headband. Are you gonna keep the headband red?
Oh yeah.
I think you should do that bitch like fucking 90s, like neon, like yellow or green. I mean, just whew.
Actually, it's dried really well. It looks good on there.
Yeah, you know it does. You know that balances it out.
Come on, focus, camera.
It can't. That camera is just like, whew, that's too hot. It's too much. Can't do it. Trying to focus on your brushes or something.
There you go.
Whew. Man.
And it goes through, and it actually works through the after.
The real deal Holyfield.
There you go. How you doing, ladies?
Oh, y'all motherfuckers know how I feel.
Oh, yeah. It's almost a crime to put this vest on. But I actually could cut the belt part of the angle where the vest to be open more. So when I glue it. Let's see. I'm happy with the shading I got now.
Alright, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna hop off for the night. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for that. Something done.
So you got quite a bit to learn about my blender.
It takes a little while. It's not you. You gotta practice a lot.
Practice, practice, practice.
I watched a lot of tutorials.
They always say practice makes perfect. But for me, I say if you keep on practicing, you'll just get better at it.
Hey, I've been doing this for a decade and a half or better, and I'm still learning new stuff.
Yeah. All right. Later.
I'll order some stuff from you guys and
Have a good night.
other customizers. Have a good night.
No, yeah. You never know where you're learning it from either. You can learn from a novice.
Oh yeah, it's people come up with new ideas all the time. It's like it's maybe movies. And, damn, that's a cool idea. do like when they're switching these softer hips where you pop their legs off.
On what?
A lot of figures like this is the astonishing body.
Oh yeah, on Legends and everything. It ended just hard plastic.
You can crack hips, but you got a 50-50 chance of destroying the hip when you crack the hips.
God, speaking of destroying, I watched a custom Gambit video earlier of somebody doing a torso crack, and it was like, whoa, it was rough, man. It's like, shit. He probably put about 6, 8 holes in that thing just to get the torso to free up. And he marred up one side of it like a stress bend. Whew. Like, he painted the whole thing, and of course he had to go in and putty everything back, so he was fully painted. But still, jeez. At that point, you just kind of go, it's done.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a lot of times they over glue the damn parts together, and you can't really crack them safely.
That's why I always tell people, like, there is, like, you can do it the right way, like the full right way to crack the torso, crack the crotch, crack the lower, go up through the 2 in the bottom, 2 in the side, 2 in the top, and crack it. And then you got maybe like a 10% chance of it, maybe a little lower of it not to get a real good crack. Or you can chance it and not do the ones underneath and try to do it without going up through the bottom.
Yeah. And
then you raise your chance of a failure. But you just weigh your options depending on how expensive that body is. I hate cracking torsos. I'm really glad we're getting further and further away from having to do it.
Yeah.
Just having to fill the damn things in and paint it and everything, just pain in the ass. That's why I like working on female figures so much. Like, oh man, just let me pop out these arms.
And we'll just cure for a bit before I put the jacket back on. Then put the habit back together. Might do an unmasked head on this one. See if a blonde hair. Haired head. Let's work on.
When was the last time you saved, Ken?
Everybody in the chat, save, Ken, and save. You're still muted, Ken.
Oh, thanks for the reminder. It's probably been a while. I like the way this year turned out, so I'm going to apologize. Start with a cleaner mesh.
Still need to track me down some gray testers and touch this up.
Check.
They have the gray I need in that like army set.
Can't remember.
But that's like $30 or something like that. I just need one bottle of paint out of it. Chrome silver.
Let's see what ones I have. I got Model Masters Great Pearl, Purple Pearl. They're interesting. Caboose Flat Red, Flat Black, Semi-Gloss Black,
Those are all wonderful things.
Gloss White,
Oh,
and another Gloss White.
oh yeah.
So you'll be painting in gloss, but then you'll just be, you know, when they need to be flat, you'll be flattening them out.
I pretty much dull coat everything. Seal and dull coat everything I do anyway. So you are a gentleman and a scholar, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, I pretty much do everything in lacquer anyway. Most of the time. And what I don't do in lacquer, I end up doing in Pro Acryl, and then just laying down the Hobby Lobby sealer on it, and it's perfect. Pro Acryl isn't like super tough, but it lays down like so smooth. I like it. I would say it has about the same toughness as Vallejo or Citadel, so it's not very strong, but it's way smoother than at least Citadel. I'd say it's probably smoother than AK Interactive, and they're smooth.
So this is one of my earliest customs, and I made it for Hulk Smash way back in the day, and we ended up, you know, I always liked this one. I sent him a Superman, and I made for him. He sent me this back.
I'm keeping this shit. You ain't getting it. Fuck you. It's fine.
And so I was doing a few upgrades to it, fixes, and trying to do it in the same style I did back then. So it still looks, everything looks consistent on it. Even out his shoulder pads, resculpted like the Superman, the Kryptonian shield on his chest on this side. So I need to touch up some of the gray.
It'd be really hard to do it. Go back and try to repeat your own style.
Yeah. And grays to me are the hardest colors to try to match. A lot of people say, other people it's reds, other people it's greens or whatever, and others they are, it's grays for me. So you got warm grays, cool grays, and different variations of
Skin
those.
tones for me. Ugh. Always skin tones for me.
Well, that's going to be my problem when I run out of testers. Right now, I can use my testers and custom mix use their base flesh, their warm flesh, and their light flesh will be yellow, and change different shades by mixing yellow and browns with it. You get various assortments of skin tones out of that. But yeah, every skin tone I've tried beforehand. The Vallejo's got a good variety of skin tones, but they're so watery.
Yeah, I just don't like. I just don't like the Vallejo ones. Although Corey likes to use Vallejo's tan as a modifier. And he, I mean, obviously, he's like a master when it comes to skin tones. And he kicks ass with that.
Alrighty, we just crossed the 3-hour mark, my friends. I think it's time to call it a night for the stream. And can we see a wide shot of what you're working on, Ken? Oh, nice. That's looking badass. Give you a full screen before we go here. That looks wicked.
Thanks. It's getting there.
My only wonder is, I wonder if those horns will interfere about looking up in the articulation.
Well, depends on where the socket's going to be. So if the back of the head comes down,
they'll be on the Caliban torso.
Well, if the back of the head comes down,
I'll get a Caliban out and look at. I can change the shape of the horns, no problem.
They look wicked. They're just like, looking. I just thought about just having the thing about looking up.
Yeah, whatever shape you want.
But yeah, they look. Dude, it looks badass though. Thank you for working on this, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, let's. That time for my friends. This Thursday we'll be doing WIP IT Thursday, and they won't. I'm going out of town this weekend, so we won't have a Sunday show, and there won't be a Friday show either, at least unless Matt says do Clicker Fusion on his. He's probably taking a week off since they're gonna be out. So we got this Thursday, then we all. I tell you what, since we're not going to have a show Thursday, let's go ahead and just do this Thursday and next Thursday.
Cool.
Make up for being out Sunday.
Sounds good.
And we've got one less family in the house. There we go.
Family.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Later.
Remember to do that whatever YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.